in some circles in the Jewish world, even the Orthodox Jewish world obviously, they do not let a younger sibling get married before an elder sibling. Some circles have this custom and they're very strict on it. For example, if the older sister is 22 years old and the younger sister is 20 years old, they do not let the 20-year-old get married, even though she's fitting to get married and there's a shidduch that's being offered. And there's other circles that the parents talk to the elder sister and they say, we're very sorry, mechila, l'kvodech, but we're getting our younger daughter married because there's an atzah. If there's an atzah, Hashem obviously wants something. So the halacha, we're learning halachot derech eretz. Is it derech eretz for a younger sibling to get married before an elder sibling? The answer is, Mikar din, it's allowed. Mikar din, the parents go to the older sibling and say, your younger sibling has a shidduch, and if you can be mochel, that'll be great. If you can't, we put you aside and we don't take your opinion for any sort of difference. And we let the younger sibling get married, especially nowadays, where God forbid there's a lot of going outside of boundaries of the Jewish circle and things like that. We try to get people married as soon as they're ready. We get them married as soon as possible. So the older brother cannot stop the younger brother, the older sister cannot stop the older sister. We have a mitzvah of having children. Men have a mitzvah of having children, getting married in the proper way, and having puravu. And since there's a mitzvah of the Torah to do so, so we don't say that the kibud to the older sibling is there. Now let's say, for example, in a woman's case, a woman does not have a mitzvah to get married. She doesn't have a mitzvah. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. We try to get women married also. It's a mitzvah for us to try to get women married. But the etzem mitzvah of a woman is not there. They don't have the mitzvah to have children. Puravu, we have the mitzvah to get married to a woman and have children. So let's say, for example, a father says to the daughter, I don't want you to get married yet. I want you to sit with me and to be able to help me, take me to the doctor, take me to go get my groceries. The woman doesn't have a mitzvah to get married. The father tells her, I want you not to get married and be with me. Not be with me, meaning being able to help me in the house, help me whatever I need.
Selfish.
Some say it's selfish. Let's say it's actually necessary. Let's say it's necessary. Let's say it's actually necessary and things like that. Does the daughter have an obligation of derech eretz and kibbud av to listen to the father? She doesn't have a mitzvah to get married. On the other hand, she has a mitzvah d'oraita of kibbud av ve'em. On the other hand, she has derech eretz. The father told her explicitly not to get married. What do you guys think? She shouldn't get married. She should get married.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's a good shidduch here.
The truth, obviously, if it's a good shidduch, the truth is, it's a machloket. The Gemara, the Torah, the book, the Sefer Torah Lishma says a daughter, since she does not have an obligation to get married, she must listen to her father and not get married until she gets her permission. She must do whatever the father says, as long as it's necessary for him. The kibud for the father, the respect for the father, is to be able to feed him and help him and give him whatever he needs. And she doesn't have a mitzvah specifically to get married. And as long as she's not going to go out of the gedarim of being parutz, of having adulterous, illicit relations, we say that she does have to listen to the father. Rav Ovadia Yosef and the Shevet HaLevi both argue on this, and they say that since over here we're talking about a selfish, like we're saying over here, the Rav Ovadia writes in Yabia Omer that the father is destined for a punishment. A father who does this to their child, that says you have to be with me and not go get married. So obviously the halacha is a machloket, but if someone who wants to rely on the Rav Ovadia or the Shevet HaLevi has on who to rely on.